Hello, I'm Dr. Tsoi, the acupuncturist and the herbalist, and of course, the artist. And today I'm going to talk about two things. Number one, I'm going to talk about this painting, and number two, I'm going to talk about that art can make you sick or can make you healthy. So the first things I'm going to talk about this painting. As you know, my art you can call this is dead art. This is made from sculpt, and I of course that's the way I make this yin and yang five elements. So we have the line generated by the artist. So continuation, so more chi flow. Even you see you have a lot of line, but you still can feel the unity and harmony and balance. So that's the first step. And second thing is I use the water mixed with acrylic, poured on the canvas, so let them move around so they have an unexpected feeling. So that's the five elements. So unexpected, that belong to yin. So that's always have yin and yang. And the five elements of color, that's the blue, it's good for the liver. And yellow is good for the digestion system. Red is good for the heart. Black is good for the kidney. And white is good for the lungs. So that's always that's the universal color, and yin and yang, that's the universal law. So that's why always everybody, doesn't matter you understand or not understand, you're part of the universe, and you have to obey that kind of law. So sometimes you create arts you don't even understand, you don't know why, but you whatever the work you create, they always have a yin and yang. So of course you may have a more yang, more yin. So that's why the arts come out differently. So that's the arts I created. I really like Picasso. I really appreciate his work he do. He's more like a mentor for me, and really hopefully a continuation for to do the arts work he continue to do. And just sometimes I wonder if he's still alive, what kind of art he created right now. So that's the painting I'm going to talk about today. The other things I'm going to talk about that art can make you sick or can make you healthy. So first I'm going to read about this fans and the email to me, and this is exactly the wording he talked about. This is very interesting, and I'm very upset about that art that is popular with the young people, but it's hard to explain why. So here, that's why I'm the one really can explain you why with the Chinese philosophy and with the yin and yang five elements. That's exactly you need this kind of explanation to cover to know how to enjoy art, so why you hate it, why you like it. So they always have a reason. So you may don't know, but that's fine, the before. But now you should learn to understand why you don't like it. So first thing is that art is actually so not necessarily good or bad. So that's that art is that that's belong to yin, and alive that's belong to yang. So if the people create that art, you cannot say that's bad art or good art. Just the arts they create have more yin. And like my art, you can call this that art because it made the sculpt and very spiritual, still relate with Picasso. And then the arts is still you can call that art, but it's not really make you very depressed. So sometimes it make you more cheerful or have a more spiritual feeling and relate with the master artist. So that's why sometimes not necessarily bad or good. And so the reason is a lot of dead art, so they are more on the cooler side and very creepy or more dark, more blue, and don't have too much energy, but mostly more cool. and scary, and that's understandable because you have to think about the young people. Most of the time, say they have more yin, and young people have more yin, and the older people have more yin. So that's why I say that's the universal law. That's exactly sometimes reflects and the system. So in general, the young people have a lot more yin, very active, very restless, and sometimes they don't know what they're doing, and they just have so full of yin, so much energy and sharpness and fast moving, anything related with yin. And so that's the reason. So sometimes when they look with the art, so they want to balance their physical condition. So the arts belong to more yin. So that's why the dead art is very popular for the people who have too much yin. So that's the reason. So the people enjoy more with the dead art and the creepy art. So that's because if you're too much yin, too extreme, so you need a yin art. So that's the big reason. Of course, the opposite way is, and if people is very depressed, especially if you get old and you opposite the young people, and you have a lot of yin, so a lot of times the best art for you is a lot of fast line move and a lot of bright color, so more cheer you up and to balance your physical condition. So that's the more match with you. So that's why I see that art so can make you sick or make you healthy. The reason is, if you make you healthy because the match with you. If you make you sick, it's because I match with you. So like you said, you get very upset to look with the dead art because they are not a match with you. I'm sure, so you probably be your condition have more yin, and if the arts create a lot of yin condition, and so they may bothers you a lot. So I kind of little surprised you go through my work. You didn't talk about my work because have a lot of data art. So I didn't thought about purposely, use that wording, and I just want to get more spiritual contact with the arts masters like Picasso and Van Gogh or Matisse and Salvador what's that, Dali. So I produce a lot of this skull poetry. So that's the purpose. And for me, it's very get a lot of touch with them, and hopefully I enjoy the art and I continue to create art. Hopefully my art is and helping more people and physically, mentally, and spiritually. So first, body of work that usually belongs to Yin, and so then you talk about mentally, and that is more in the middle. You can go either side mentally, and you could be more yin, you could be more yang, and of course spiritually is more belong to yin. So that's why a lot of that art is more spiritual, and you think about your ancestor, you think about the dead people, you think about and the quietness, and of course dead people don't fight. So that's why they have to be quiet, and so that's why the people looking for fight, sometimes they're looking for somebody with art. They may want to be complete relaxed, and so that's the reason. So hopefully you understand more why the dead art can make you healthy or it can make you sick. So it's a matter of yin and yang, out of balance or not. So that's why, and so you hopefully you understand more. So you collect the right work and you produce the right work, match with your system. So hopefully you be physically, mentally, and spiritually healthy. Thank you.